Hey folks, Malforian here, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing some more Old World as Rome, and this is going to be the final episode of this series. I know we've kind of ummed and ahed over it the last couple of episodes, whether we're going to continue or not. I've been thinking about it between episodes, and I think we're basically just going to play out till we can get peace with the Haddie, which I think was in 2 more turns, if I remember correctly from the last episode. So we're going to do that, and then I'm just going to, not really like a review, but we'll probably just talk about roughly how the game's been to play, what I've enjoyed about it and all that good stuff, and then leave this series kind of where it is at this point, because I kind of wanted these kind of smaller campaigns to be, well, smaller campaigns, probably like 5 to 10 episodes, but we've really enjoyed Old World, so that's why it's gone a little bit further, but we're kind of at that point now in this campaign where if we wanted to continue, we'd have to basically spend like 20 turns, if not more, just building up a massive army so we can take on the Haddie, which would be alright, but I don't think it's going to be super exciting to watch. So, yeah, we're going to end it after this episode. And then, yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you've been watching the series, what have you enjoyed about the game, what haven't you. Let me know if you've picked it up. I know some people have commented saying they've purchased the game or they've gone back to the game and they're enjoying it. So, yeah, let me know what you think. But we're just going to get into it, and then we'll have a chat during the episode today. And then in the next week or so, we'll be starting a different campaign in a different strategy or simulation game. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but probably, again, a game like this where it's had a big update, or it's a new release game, or it's just a game I've been playing and I've enjoyed, and I want to do a little series so you guys can maybe see a game that you haven't played before, or like I say, just a game maybe you picked up and it's had a lot of updates, and it's way better now. So yeah, that's the idea of these smaller campaigns rather than the Crusader Kings, like the Rise of the Habsburg campaign that's on at the moment. They're kind of larger campaigns that can, I mean, that one's up to like 35 episodes I think now. So yeah, I like having the bigger campaigns and then the smaller ones in these kind of other titles. So that's my long rambling intro to today's episode. But yeah, we're going to let the Haddie murder all our people before we get to do anything. And yeah, what did we learn? We learned that you should, in a groundbreaking idea, have siege equipment if you're attacking cities that have city walls. I mean, who would have thought? But you definitely need to do that. Now, one thing I will say is the game is very good at explaining mechanics. You've probably seen, if you've been watching along, you've probably seen there's a lot of things where it, talks about a mechanic that's the first time you've encountered it, or told you about some other mechanic that you need to be interested in. But unless I click through it, which is a possibility, the siege stuff, I think maybe when you attack a city and it has castle walls, and you has city walls and you don't have siege equipment in the area, it probably should like pop something up and say like, hey, you're like attacking somewhere, or even if you maybe attack a nation that has city walls in a certain percentage of their cities that you can see. Obviously, you don't want to cheat and be like, you'll know what their other cities have, but it should maybe give you a pop-up like, oh, you're going to declare war for the first time? Hey, if they have a lot of city walls, you're going to need siege equipment. Now, I know many of you watching, if you've played Civilization like I have, will just be thinking Malforian. That's obvious, and it is obvious, but it even escaped my my thoughts during the campaign. And there's a lot of stuff to learn in the game, so that's probably why. But yeah, I just think that would be one cool thing if it did say that. Just give you that kind of nudge to, oh, we need to build these buildings so we can build siege equipment. Because again, it's not like Civ where you can unlock the tech for catapults and then you just have catapults. There's a lot of different stuff in this game, which is cool. It gives you that extra layer of complexity. But as we've discovered, you need to have your city at a certain culture level, and then you need to have the right military building, and then once you have both of those things, you can then build military siege equipment. But it isn't as easy as, if you declared war in Civ and you didn't have siege equipment, you could just be quickly like, oh no, let's just build some catapults quickly and then just go off and you'd be fine. Whereas in this, we've discovered like, oh, we haven't got siege equipment. Well, it's going to be like 20 turns before we can build any. Which is cool, if you're unprepared, it's the consequences of your actions. But at the same time, I think it would be a good thing in there. I mean, also saying that, this is our kind of first game, and obviously now we know to do that. And, if I come back and play this game again, which I will do in the future for sure, maybe not on the channel, but I'll definitely play it in my own time. I now know, like, next time I play the game, make sure you get some siege equipment as early as you can. Well, not as early as you can, because the early cities don't generally have city walls, but before too long they do get them. So yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you think down below. What should we do with this? I kind of want to just deforest some of this, I think, and put something more interesting in there. Yeah, put this farm in there, why not? Got a lumber mill here. And then, yeah, like I say, I think, yeah, see, here come even Assyria's coming to attack us with these archers. Kind of feel like coming up and kind of being a bit more offensive with them, because otherwise they're just going to stay here, I think. Yeah, can we bring you up here as well? Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise they're just going to stay at range and keep firing at us, which will take a long time for them to take this city, but at the same time we don't want to just let them do that for no reason. Let's go here and then attack these. Obviously we're spearmen, so we'll do quite a lot of damage to this chariot. In fact, we're going to kill it. Nice. And then, yeah, we'll come down and attack this slinger. Is it? Yeah. So, yeah, against normal units, we can hold our own. It's just having those siege equipment. We probably could have... Well, we definitely could have taken that top city. Where were we? We definitely could have taken this. If we'd had a siege equipment, we definitely would have taken this one. I think we might have been able to take this one before they brought the rest of their units with them. But definitely one of them we could have done. But yeah, without any, we couldn't manage better than that. Right, let's attack you. Again, weaken this, what are these? Camel archers? Yep. We've got our war elephant fully healed up, so we'll bring him up. Oh, actually, we probably should have come over here. Yeah, this is like half dead, but yeah, actually, let's bring him back a little bit. These are our mercenary units here. You can come a little bit further up. Right, what can we do here? Oh, we can do quite a lot of damage again to this chariot. Oh, we can't attack you? Why not? Doesn't want to let us attack them. Okay, well, we'll... Oh no, that's their unit. trying to use their units to do things. That isn't going to work at all. Or build a spearman, why not? And in here, oh, it has status. Nice. Yeah, so we can start building these as status. This is what I was talking about last episode. We really should have focused earlier as well as the siege equipment, and getting these like tier 2. They're not like officially tier 2 units, but they're like the first kind of better units. So I keep calling them tier 2 units. I think you know what I mean. You know, they're the next step up from warriors, and we really should have got those other upgrades. We could build these earlier. You can actually upgrade the status to legionaries, so I guess legionaries are kind of tier 3, but they're kind of roughly the same kind of damage level. So yeah, we really should have again focused on doing that a little bit earlier. But as I was saying, you know, it's all live and learning and kind of figuring out the game, and it isn't as easy as, you know, if you've played Civ, you could just play this game. You'll have a good idea of the basics, but there's definitely that extra layer of complexity and just kind of like how the systems work, which makes it so appealing, to be honest, as a game to play. It's nice for us to get a 4X game that's like a little bit different to the usual kind of titles. Yeah, he's gonna die this turn. Maybe? Yeah, he's gonna get archered to death, I think. Yes, he did. And then, yeah, I think it said last episode that we can make peace next turn. I mean, whether they'll make peace, they might try to take common before they allow us to have peace, but we'll see. Yeah, this is... we might lose this city. Oh, hello. I didn't even notice they got down here. Yeah, our militia is not going to do well against them. Yeah, look at all these macemen they've got. Yow. And also, obviously, as you saw there, it's quite small, so you might not have seen it. If you do a successful attack against a town, it increases the discontent, so it's going to make the town worse during the period of the attack as well. Duchess Scribonia? Oh, we've had another son, Duke Hostus. Not ourselves, I'll say our daughter. I think she's our heir, second in line. Governor Antonia, the Inspiring, and Zushan the Tracker have also had a son. Okay. We got this upgrade which gave us chariots. No, yes. No, horsemen, which is an upgrade from chariot. We can get a library, unlock libraries. We can unlock these religious things here. We can get a free court minister. Which wouldn't be too bad, to be honest. Obviously, having him in your realm gives you the buffs to your output and things like that. Or coinage. Let's just get coinage. Why not? Right, let's see how we can... oh, yeah, they are sneaking around here a little bit. Right, let's try kill this archer unit. Pretty close to doing it. We've got our first Hestatus here. Let's get up here and see if we can reinforce this a little bit. I think we're probably going to die before... well, lose this town before we can get here to reinforce it. Actually, let's see if we can make peace. Where are they? You. National truce. Our people have suffered greatly in the ongoing conflict. All the gold we spend on war could be spent here in Rome. Perhaps it's time for a truce with the Haddy. Accept our gift to end the war. Okay, so we send the king. We send our king to offer tribute. It's going to cost us civics and 2 orders. No hard feelings. Let's call it off. Oh, so this is offering a tribute for a truce. This is just asking for it. Just say, hey, can we? So I guess we might get asked to give some gold or something for this one. We are superior power and demand tribute. Oh, you can actually go to them and say, we'll make peace, but only if you give us something. Or we just change our mind. It's pretty cool that these, again, a little bit different to Civilization, where you just have, you just say, make peace, and you just make peace. Sometimes they would ask for something back for that. I just like the way it's kind of set out here, where you have to choose ahead of time, we're going to lose this war for sure, so we'd probably want to choose this top one. Whereas if we went in and obviously said this bottom one, unless the AI is not very clever, it would obviously turn around and say, yeah, no, we're not going to give you anything, we're going to keep attacking you. So we'll do this top one and we'll see what happens. I think next turn is when that will proc to occur. Yeah, you're just going to have to heal and survive a little bit longer. Oh, I wonder if we can use you. Yeah, we can actually attack these with our biremes. And obviously they're macemen, so unless they can throw their maces exceedingly far, I don't think they're going to give us any problems. And we'd only waste our orders moving him. So we'll wait and just make sure we've got no other units that want to move first. I believe we probably will have. Do you want to just do a miner here? Some more his status. And these have the plus steadfast. This is because this is a Julius house founded city, so it gets military bonuses for units. They start with a promotion straight away. Only affects tribal units, so it wouldn't actually help us against these, major nation units, but it is a cool little bonus. Again, it kind of mixes up where, when you're founding a city, where you might want to place it and which house you want to use when you place it and all that good stuff. Right, let's do this. Yeah, you can just come back over here and build this lumber mill. Yeah, let's see. We've got our status here, so... Oh, that's pretty cool. You can actually change the formation they're in. So at the moment, they're obviously ready to attack, but you can go to Studo, and it gives you plus 20% bonus versus range units per year, up to 60%. So I imagine if you choose this, it must give you some other negative bonus, I guess, because otherwise, why you just always choose this formation? I guess. I wonder if we can see. Expand, hold Alt. No, let's have a look. I'm kind of interested. Her status. Oh, yeah, so it starts with Centurion, I guess. Plus 25 versus attack units can to Studo. Still attack as long as they... Oh, no, you can't move, I don't think. After the first Studo turn, units can still attack as long as they stay on the tile. Oh, so yeah, okay, so no, you start with Centurion as the upgrade for free. But yeah, so the negative of this is you kind of go in fortify mode, but you can't move. You can attack things if they're stood next to you, but you can't then move whilst in this mode. I guess if you move, it just cancels this mode out. So that's pretty cool. You could use them as the first line of attack, especially if we were, say... Where are we? Down here? If we had some, lined up here, I guess these archers would probably try and attack them first. And they'd obviously... We could have up to plus 60% defense against ranged attacks, so they'd help. You could build up units behind them, or we could have your archers behind them trying to shoot theirs, and and all that stuff. So again, that's a pretty cool ability, to be honest. Right, let's get this war elephant. Let's try to attack these macemen. And we push them out the way, because that's how powerful they are. We can kill these slingers. Yes, nice. We're going to bring them out. You know, you can... let's promote you. There we go. You can attack these. I think so we promote them, we can't then move. Yep, true. And then I think we've moved all the military units. Yeah, so we'll move this guy around. Use up the last of our orders. There we go. And then I think this turn we'll have the interaction to try and make peace. I mean, if I was them, I wouldn't make peace. They could probably wipe us out, to be honest, if they wanted to. If the AI is that aggressive, they could probably just wipe us out now. Yeah, he's dead as well. And then, yeah, they're just going to surround all our villages here, I think. Yeah, they're just getting absolutely wrecked down there. Yeah, and even these, even Assyria, they've only got like 2 cities, I think. Oh, they've got 3 now. They've got 3 cities now. So, yeah, even they're trying to take advantage of what we've done. Oh, they've converted to Zoroastrian, so I think there's 3 civilizations that that have this now. He's writes from Persia. The Queen Kazum the Bad of Persia is dead. Got a new queen. Our in-law died. This guy is now head of the Fabius family. He died, and our third daughter, I think, is converted to Roman paganism. So there we go. We've got a new queen of Persia. And then we'll move around these units and try, like I said, we'll try to hold out our best. We didn't actually get the event for peace, so I guess he's still like traveling there. Do we get told when it's gonna proc? No, I think, I can't remember now. Looking at the UI at the time, I think, oh, there we go, in 1 year. Yeah, so we'll get there next year. So yeah, I think it did say 2 years at the time, and I just didn't pay attention. I can't believe we're going to lose to Assyria here, maybe. I'm going to have to bring him back into this city to defend it. And you can come in and almost kill these guys. These have got a general, Princess Consort, the younger, so... Princess Consort? So she the heir to Assyria's wife, I think. I think that's how it works. And then, yeah, here we're just going to fortify and try and last out as long as we can. So, John, let's get some generals, which will help us a little bit. Actually, I'm going to take out this this archer unit, or try to almost take them out. A war elephant here. Oh, they've actually left this behind. Yeah, they've all kind of headed up here towards Quinicum. I guess they're more interested in taking this. It doesn't have city walls, so that makes sense. Although they have like half destroyed the city walls here. Although, do you know what? Saying that, we've been talking about how we don't have any siege equipment. It actually looks like they don't have any siege equipment either. I guess archers. Yeah, they don't count as siege equipment, but I guess they've taken down these cities quite a bit. But yeah, I didn't actually realize that with all the talking we've been doing. Didn't actually realize that, yeah, they don't have any siege equipment either, so not just us making obvious mistakes. Oh, they've been panicked, so they've run off. These have status. Let's see how they do against these. Oh, they do a lot of damage against cavalry, because they're spearmen. Yeah, you're just going to have to hold out as long as you can. Actually, this guy got stunned last turn, so he can't move this turn, I don't think. Let's see what the units we've got. Yeah, you will just want to kind of run away somewhere if you can, so you don't get killed. Same with you. Can you run over here? Yeah, get out of here. we don't want our guy dying there. We probably don't want to leave this undefended. Yeah, to be honest, we do so little damage against these macemen. We're just going to stay there. Yeah, you can heal. Yeah, we have no other military units to move, so I guess we'll just move around with our explorer. Yeah, you can heal as well. And then we'll end our turn. There's a good chance we might die as well soon, I guess. How old are we now? 63. So our daughter, Agrippina, will probably take over before too long. We'll see whether she does, obviously, before we finish playing. And we'll just see whether we can get that peace. See whether, although the war was a folly, and yes, we've lost a lot of military units, we haven't at the moment lost a city to them. So, like I say, if it was me, I'd just refuse the peace request and just wipe us out. They could probably take out all of us. I mean, I suppose a lot of our first cities do all have city walls, so they would probably be able to hold out quite a while. So maybe they won't do that. Oh, they're going to head back down here. They tricked us into thinking they were gone, and now they've come back. More ships as well. Yeah, I mean, look how many units they've got. I mean, these look like new ones because they've only got one tier of promotion, so it looks like they've just been speed building some. It looks like they're pillaging our lands here. Well, they've got a lot of archers. The comeback of the Assyrians. Yeah, they have. They have done it. Persia now has a truce with Carthage. The Hadi has begun construction of the mausoleum. Our chancellor died. Tiberius is now head of the Roman paganism, and one of our governors died as well. Ooh, they will accept a tribute from us. Let's end this. Oh wow! Have you seen how much it is? 320 coin every year for 40 years. Wow, that's a lot. I mean, we're making 600s, so it's not like it wouldn't bankrupt us, but that's a lot. If you know, if we were on the other side, like if this war had gone very well for us and we'd taken, you know, maybe like 3-4 cities, I wonder if they'd come to us and ask us what we want to make peace. And I guess you can ask for even more than that, but 321 gold a year for 40 years, which is crazy. We've only been playing 100 years during the entirety of this campaign. So like almost half that time we'd be giving them 321 gold, which of course they could then use to build upgrades, you know, just really improve their realm. They can use that gold to buy resources and all that stuff, so it's only going to make them stronger and stronger. So yeah, it requires the Hadi to be much stronger, which they are. They are crazy stronger than us now. So let's do this. We'll make peace. It's kind of interesting to see how peace worked in the game. The court mourned. Today we grieve the death of Sulpicia, the merchant, a member of the Roman court. She served as well. She probably did. Prison conscripts. As the enemy descends upon common, we've just made peace, so don't worry about it. Approaches you with a suggestion. He proposes that the prisons of common be emptied and the prisoners conscripted into the army. They wouldn't be trained. I guess this gives us a militia. Yeah, that's pretty cool, yeah. So we get this event because common was attacked by another realm. And because of that, we got this event saying like, hey, we can let the prisoners out, we can gain +2 militia, or we won't risk the trouble. It does say here could lead to future events, so I guess if you let them out, I wonder if they like defect or become independent or something like that. I guess there's something like that can happen. The lands outside the fabulous city of Durivictium have been pillaged by the Assyrians. They certainly were. So we can give them some money to help them rebuild. We'll just do that. Avenging the banner, Decimus the soldier charged into the hall in full armour, clamouring to halt in front of you. I cannot abide this dent on my honour. Please let me back into the field and fight the Hittites to avenge the loss of our banner. So this was last episode, or the episode before. He lost his unit. They stole the Roman banner from it. We had a little event then. And then obviously he's come back now and said like, hey, I want to be a general. Let me go and take the banner back. Oh, it starts an ambition. Capture 4 enemy Hadi cities. Decimus cannot be trusted. We become a leader ourselves. We become a general, and we have to kill 10 military units as our character being a general of a unit. So that one unit has to kill 10 units itself, which is a lot. Hopefully this gives you a lot of stuff, because I would imagine unless you're absolutely steamrolling another nation, then this one would be pretty difficult. Although it doesn't say it has to be Hadi troops, so you could then go on and just attack. We could just attack the Gauls and just get 10 kills that way, I guess. So it wouldn't be too bad. So I'm going to do this one. Obviously, we're not actually going to do it, but we'll see. Pick a new Chancellor. Now, the options we've got, probably this guy, Agrippina. Well, this guy, girl, obviously. I think she's our daughter as well. Oh, she's our heir. So we can make her our Chancellor. It gives us +1 growth per city and some gold and all that good stuff. So let's do that. The Governor of Roma died. So let's do Nonus the Younger. He looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, not bad, maybe. No, enjoy Ilya the Younger, because it gives us science, which is more important than gold, to be honest. And to be honest, guys, that is where we're going to leave this campaign. So we've been going, I think this is the 14th episode of Old World as the Romans, after its Steam release. Overall, like I said, not really a review, but overall I'd say I've really enjoyed it. It's definitely had improvements from when it first came out. I think it was 2 years ago it got released, and they've been doing constant updates to it, to be fair. Just every month I think they've pretty much had little updates and changes and more events and all that good stuff. So they've definitely been working on it even before the Steam release, and obviously when the Steam release happened, it was kind of like not the relaunch of the game, but like, this is it with like all the cool bells and whistles, I guess. And then there is some DLC as well. I think you can, I think it unlocks another campaign as well, which would be pretty interesting to play. If you're not aware, this is obviously the just general do a campaign on a random island or on Europe, or just pick a map and you can play in the game. But they do have campaigns also. So there's one as Carthage, as Dido, where you found Carthage, and then there's 7 levels where you basically tell the story of Carthage. Like, you found it and then you fight off the local tribes, you build up the next cities, you escape the control of the original Greek city-states that you kind of moved away from originally, and then you carry on expanding in Africa and all that good stuff. So the campaigns are actually really fun. I did play them on the channel a while ago, so there is a playlist of the Dido Carthage campaign. I think we did two or three of the kind of levels as they are. And they're really fun. They're a good way to learn the game because it tells you kind of how to do things. And then also it's on custom-made maps with, just set out to tell that story. So it's also a really cool way to play. And like I say, I think the DLC that's available is a different one for that. So there's Carthage. I think there's one that's like Pirates. I can't remember what the first one is. Carthage is the second one. And then, yeah, it's the DLC third one. So it's cool. It's like a cool little campaign that you can play out that's a bit more structured. But yeah, overall, I think the game's fantastic. I like the kind of almost Crusader Kings-esque events and different stories and things like that can happen. Obviously, having all the people in your court and kind of being able to focus them on certain things, and then if you're playing a science kind of playthrough, you can kind of try focus and educate your children to be more scientific in the future. Again, kind of like Crusader Kings. And then having the 3 houses is also pretty interesting. It's not just like Civ, where you just found a city and they're just all Roman cities. Obviously, all our cities are Roman cities, but this is a Fabius family house city. This one is a Julius, and then this one is a Claudius. And then they give different bonuses. As you've seen, if you've been watching the series, you obviously saw at the beginning, they give different bonuses. So Claudius gives us growth and culture. Julius gives us orders and civics and some other things. And then obviously Julius gives us military. They are military wing, or are they? Is it Fabius? No, Julius, isn't it? Yeah, no, wrong. I was wrong there. Fabius is the last one. They give us, obviously, city defense, gives us bonuses for units when we build them. When you found the seat, which is the first city you build for that house, it also gives us a free militia, which isn't crazy, but early game, it's a free unit, so why not? And then gives us the training, which allows us to build, allows us to get upgrades, allows us to do some things as well with units. So, yeah, I like kind of how building the cities work, and then the units that you build are from that city. So, as you saw, I think 3 or 4 episodes ago, the Fabius family didn't like us, so their units actually performed worse in battle than, if they come from the Julius, and they love us, so they fighting for the for the emperor, the king or queen or whatever. So they're happy to go to war more. Whereas the Fabius family, they weren't happy with us, and they were like, okay, well, I guess we'll come and fight, but we're not going to be as good as if we liked you. We're kind of like begrudgingly helping you in this war. So I do like that kind of how that works. It's, again, you have the same unit, but it can be different depending on where you built it, and then the houses like you or dislike you depending on how many units from yours, because the Fabius family is the military family, but we actually had the fewest amount of units from that house, so they were actually upset with us for that reason. They were saying like, hey, we're the military house, but you aren't using any of our units, so we're going to dislike you for that reason. And then obviously different things happen because of that. So yeah, I just like that kind of additional level of complexity. Not really complexity, I guess, just like systems, but it's not like systems for system's sake. They're actually useful systems, and you can kind of see how they work, and they kind of just nicely work together, to be honest. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments down below. Do you like the kind of extra level of complexity, or is it kind of a little bit too much to track? Or would you rather units would just look, they're all just Roman, and they all just do well, and maybe your general is the bit that makes the difference? Because you do have the general, and then obviously if they're from different houses, they have different, how well they'll do for you and things like that. I like it. It's different to other things, but let me know what you think down below. And apart from that, yeah, just overall, I really enjoyed the game. You can get it on the Epic Games Store or on Steam. It's definitely, I'd pick it up anyway, but definitely pick it up in a sale if you're after a new 4X strategy game, and you want something a little bit different from what you might have played before. But we're going to leave this campaign here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Been really good as the Romans. We might come back to this in the future, play as a different nation, and kind of just see how well we do after learning our many lessons from this campaign. But yeah, we're going to leave it here for today. If you've enjoyed this or the series, if you hit that like button, it helps other people find the campaign and the channel in the future. And if you've enjoyed this, your first time here, well, you've joined in a weird episode, but do go back and watch all the rest. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, I cover Grand Strategy games, Crusader Kings, Old World, and other titles in that kind of same manner. Cover dev diaries, new game releases, things like that. So if that's your kind of thing, subscribe to the channel. You know what to do. But we're going to leave it there for today. I'll see you in the next one.